as you can.
Get his nose.
All right, so in honor of Frank Coppola being here, I'm going to do Way Down Inside, Woman, You Need Fucking. Now, you think he's really talking about love there, Frank, or is that about...
Well, but Paul said it's a kind of love.
It's a kind of love.
It's a form of love.
It's a kind of love.
Physical.
All over the world. Tonight. All over the world. Robert Plant fucking groupies and falling in love. Look at this shirt. This guy is so handsome.
Nice
and he has a nice shirt. But did you buy that?
My favorite
buy
shirt.
that in San Francisco?
Santa Fe.
Oh, Santa Fe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Santa Fe.
So not the gay stronghold, the other part of You are so handsome. Now, we need some help with our friend, Mystery Guest. Now, Mystery Guest wants to screw a lot of broads.
Okay.
And he needs someone like you to beard for him. Is that true, Mystery Guest?
That's right.
I see. I see.
I thought he was going to say, shut up. And he said, that's true. So, if you were going to romance a lady on video, what would you say, Frank, to get her to, come on. You don't have to do anything because you're Frank Coppola,
I'm
right?
terrible at that.
But look at you, though.
But,
the face, the nose, the hair, the beard, the mustache, the shirt, the tattoos. The girls love you your whole life. Women
they don't. No, they haven't.
Why
no, I've had horrible luck with women.
Oh, my God.
Why doesn't someone ask the only woman in the room what a good strategy might be?
Go ahead.
I would like to know.
What's a good strategy for Frank to help
Frank?
Mystery Guest?
Maybe I need another proxy.
Frank, you don't really have trouble getting girlfriends.
He's just saying that.
You
had one woman after another throwing themselves after you. You walk down the street.
That's probably true.
You walk down the street and they throw themselves at you. They rip your clothes off. They rip their clothes off.
They don't.
Come on,
they
you got
really
it all.
Don't.
You got it all.
They never have.
Oh,
they never have.
No, looks can be deceiving.
It's
so you
true.
can't help Mystery
It's
Guest?
true.
Well, no, I think...
Could Mystery Guest... could Mystery Guest just use your photo on Facebook or just the way you look?
Sure.
And your shirt?
Sure.
And when you open it up a little bit more, though, with the buttons?
I could be...
The buttons are not all open there with the hair popping out. Let's see your hair underneath it. You must have a lot of nice hair underneath there.
I have a tuft of chest hair.
Let's see the chest hair, man. I waited 23 years for this.
You want to see the tuft of chest hair?
Look at the chest.
Little peek out a little bit.
The tuft of chest hair. Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So way down inside, I'm your backdoor man. Hey, what do you think he means when he says I'm your backdoor man, Frank? When he says that on AM radio, I'm your backdoor man. Hey, and he says, hey,
how
ho.
is it that
he
that wasn't taken that way?
Hey, ho. Well, I mean, why was this on AM radio in the 70s? She never lost her head even when she was giving head.
That was
on Top 10 radio. She never lost her head even when she was giving head. Hey, baby. Take a walk on the west side. And now, here's a commercial from Tops. What the fuck? That was ridiculous. They have Loblaws commercials. They go, oh, Lou Reed with his top 10 hit, walking on the wild side. Oh, yeah. Shaved his legs, and then he was a she. And then, hey, baby. What's going on?
And then things got more conservative.
What is going on with Sesame Street, Frank? Are you pissed? Because now all your little children, when they're watching Sesame Street at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., they'll be watching at 6 a.m., but at 4 o'clock, they have real sex on HBO.
Yeah.
They're going to have real sex. They're going to have all these porno videos, and then they're going to go right into Sesame Street. They're going to segue into Sesame Street. How do you feel about that?
Well, you have to be able to afford to buy HBO.
And you got to be an elitist pig who can afford HBO.
Yeah.
So only elitist pigs are getting the porn child programming together at the same time.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Sesame Street's on HBO now, so you got to pay for it.
They jumped from PBS.
Yeah, so you got to pay premium money. You don't follow pop culture, but premium money. It's a big story. Now, Richard, what do you think about Jared? Are you upset about Jared?
Who the hell's Jared?
Subway guy, the pedophile.
He's going to miss the next 10. Seth Meyers says he's going to miss the next 25 Subtobers.
Talking about the jeweler?
September. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. What do you think about him? Do you think are you upset?
Well, I'm just
Jared,
I'm puzzled as to what his motivation is.
He wants to have sex with children. What's his motivation? What do you mean you're puzzled? He's a child pornographer who wants to have sex with children. What's the motivation? What do you mean?
There's a power.
What's the motivation behind that?
Oh, it's sadness when he lost all that weight.
No,
if he stayed a jolly fat guy,
it's definitely power.
Right,
it's definitely power. You don't have.
Is he jolly?
It has to do with being in control of something
that
helpless.
Is sick.
Well, that ties in with something that I read from Oscar Wilde this week. week.
Oh my God.
Everything in the world,
This is
everything
very
in the
appropriate.
world is
Very
about
appropriate.
sex, except sex.
Except sex.
That's about power.
Right, he's right. Because he wasn't enough having power over the sandwiches. He needed power over the meat.
No, you're thinking Oscar
sub roll.
Mayer.
What was that? We didn't get Michael's
Oscar
take it.
Mayer. Oscar
Where's the
Mayer
fucking
said it.
fake voice, Michael? You give me that big microphone that fell sitting on your
I'm
ass.
supposed to be Austin Powers this week, baby. That's how I'm supposed to be, all right? If you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Frank, is this guy a better actor than Terry Gilliam or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's good.
Now, come on.
He does
sell
everything better than Terry
Sell
Gilliam.
me Terry Gilliam, Frank.
I'm not going to
Sell
try.
me him.
No,
Come
you're,
on. What's
you're,
good about
you're
Terry
not going to be
Gilliam?
convinced.
Just tell me one good thing about his movie making. Mention one good scene. Can you mention one good scene in all of his movies? Don't tell me that De Niro's flying over the crowd and
when Katherine Hellman gets the saran wrap pulled over her face,
I thought
you don't like that.
I thought you were going to say Michael Palin in Indiana Brazil when he says, "I'm the killer." That was great. He's like, "I'm going to kill you." It's like it was so shocking and so surprising. Jared, you're upset about that, Richard? Or you're just worried about his motivation?
Well, I think Paula had insight.
Paula did have insight. It's all about power. Right, Michael? It's all about power sex, correct?
Yes.
As you speak into a phallic symbol. It's all about power. That's why you wanted the microphone in your hands, because it's all about power.
That's why I'm holding it, Greg.
And what about Donald Trump? Do you believe this shit, Frank? Come on.
dump the
How do you
Trump.
feel about Trump? Do you like him?
I love him.
Do you agree with the fact that...
I
you
agree
love
with
him?
everything he says. I love him.
You agree with the fact that Mexicans are a bunch of thugs and rapists, right?
No, the satire is
Elijah
gone,
Senior.
right? Nothing can be satirized
No,
anymore.
Donald Trump saying, "Everybody shut up."
we live in a world where satire has been taken from us.
It's
We
dead.
live in a reality
And,
show.
Reality show. Matt Taibbi
Yeah.
said in Rolling Stone, and Matt Taibbi was in this fucking room here, and I yelled at him for a half an hour, and now, this week in Rolling Stone, he said, Donald Trump has turned America into a reality show. Is that true, Richard? It's not a country anymore. It's a game show, the Republican convention coming up, the Republican candidacy. It's a game show, right?
What has ever
Well
been?
said.
Do you agree with me? All right.
I agree. I think it's been like
it's like
that for a long time.
yeah,
I think
I-
people are
Frank's
just
right.
now
Isn't-
realizing it.
But
Yeah.
Frank, isn't the
Yeah,
fact that Donald
that's right,
Trump, I know it's true, but the fact that Donald Trump, the actual reality star, you're fired, The Apprentice,
Yeah.
he's now leading a Bush. He's beating a Bush. He's really beating a Bush. I mean, isn't he?
He is. He
He's
is.
beating a Bush.
Numbers-wise, he
Don't you
is.
think
Bring
Richard
the
a Bush
sexual thing back,
would be
yeah.
number one with his father and his brother were both fucking president? Wouldn't they give him an advantage?
Greg.
Trump's mystery voice.
It says less about Trump and reality TV than it does about the bankruptcy of the Democrats and the Republicans, the liberals and the conservatives. I really think so. People are tired of that fucking shit.
Can you say that
I
3
am.
times fast, mystery guest?
No.
Thank you, mystery guest. You're right. It's about the bankruptcy of the American public. They just there's nothing there anymore, especially the right wing.
No,
right?
no. Sanford's point. Sanford's
No,
point.
mystery guest.
That's right. David's point.
David's point. David's
point is that the American people are dissatisfied with the major political parties.
Yeah. Well, I hate to tell you, he's running in the Republican race right now. So,
But he's coming in like as this
He's like H. Ross
firebrand,
Perot.
you know.
And isn't he
Messiah.
gonna-
But
and if he- and
he's
if he-
so freaking dumb. He's like the dumbest.
You've heard of George W. Bush being our president for 8 years, right,
He
Paula?
was dumb too.
He's
What's wrong with
dumber.
us?
George W. Bush was dumber, even, right? Close.
I don't know.
Trump's dumber.
I don't know.
You know that Trump has had 3 wives and they've all been from Lithuania, but he's saying don't bring anyone from any other country.
Yeah.
Except unless I want to fuck them.
Oh, you know what? They did.
Maybe I could use
Do
Donald
you
Trump as
remember?
my proxy on Facebook.
Yeah, put a picture of Donald Trump on your
it
new
would work.
Facebook
Greg, do you
page.
remember what we were talking about?
No.
How if
Refresh my memory.
his grandparents or whoever came over here
Yeah.
were not.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be.
yeah,
it wouldn't be if they had come as illegal immigrants. Donald Trump wouldn't be here.
We have no idea.
And get this,
And-
I got something to ask that you came up with, Paula, for Frank. I've been thinking about asking Frank this all week. She has a good theory that if he becomes president, it's a long shot, but if he becomes president, he is the Antichrist. Now, is that true, Frank? How do you feel about that? Is that blowing your
How do I
mind?
feel about that?
How do you feel
I
about
hope
it?
so.
You hope he's
I
the
hope that.
Antichrist.
Well, if he's going to get to be elected president, I would hope
You
at
hope he's
least
the Antichrist. You
he
hope
brings that to the
Oh,
table
the Antichrist.
because there would be nothing else. So at least we'll have that.
Do you feel on the show if someone raises their hand, I should let them talk? Like,
Sure,
like I'm
right.
we're in a fucking classroom?
Well, yeah, it's just.
Or should they
polite.
just
It would
jump?
be
Or should they
polite.
just jump in and speak? Because we're all just speaking whenever we
That
want.
too. Either or.
Ken, can you
Either
just
or.
let
You
them
could run
raise
it
your
both
fucking
ways.
hand over there,
I think
mister?
he's sleeping.
Go ahead.
Well, unbeknownst to I don't know anybody in here, but all the presidents that we've had,
Yes.
other than 2, Kennedy and Nixon,
Yeah.
all the presidents are Freemasons.
Oh.
So unless Trump or the other one is a Freemason, they ain't going to be a president.
What about D's nuts?
Now, Frank, you agree with me?
What about
D's
these
nuts?
nuts?
Frank, you
Is
agree
that
with me?
true?
Frank,
Yes.
you agree with me?
Yes, it is.
True.
I just made a movie,
Goes
The
way
Catcher in
back.
the Rye, about the John
Way
Lennon
back.
assassination.
18th century.
You agree with me? It would have been better if he took Yoko out also, right? If Mark Chapman had taken Yoko out.
Well, what we
also.
were saying earlier
Yeah,
was,
wasn't that?
how did he?
She's Yoko Ono.
She's standing right there.
Standing right next. Got a talent fuck. Then he got a talentless fuck. He shoots Lennon to death, and Yoko's sitting right there. Easy to, and he's waiting for the cops to go. Just take her out, dude. You got more
It
ammunition.
doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I always thought, why was Yoko not taken
It
out?
doesn't make any
Because
sense.
Ken said, and Steve, you agree with this, Chapman should have went to England and killed Pete Best. You like that idea, Frank? Pete Best. You like it? Are you kind of like, he's rolling? He's take
The stew sucker.
Go to the bakery.
Yeah.
Go to the bakery.
Gotta get him, too.
Go to the bakery
You'd
where
have
he's
to
working.
get Stu, too.
George Martin.
No, Stu was
Yep.
already dead.
Well,
though.
George Martin, for
Pete,
sure.
Kill
Yeah.
Pete Best.
Yeah.
Ken said, you don't
Yeah.
just stop with John Lennon. You fly to England.
would have to-
You go to the local bakery in Liverpool
Yeah.
and you shoot
You would have to.
Pete Best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because he used to
The
play
local
drums for
bakery.
John
Yeah.
Lennon.
Yeah.
And he said, you remember Jimmy Nickel?
Because he didn't suffer enough either.
Yeah. Do you remember Jimmy Nickel? He took over for Ringo for 2 weeks on their one tour. Ken said, kill Jimmy.
Kill him, too.
Go,
Yeah.
making a clean slate. And this is a guy who loves the King. You like the King? What'd you do on August 16th this year? Did you go to Graceland?
No, I haven't been to Graceland.
You've never been to Graceland?
I have never
What
been to
kind
Graceland.
of fucking
I have
comedy
never been to
bastard.
Graceland. I
You're
know.
not American.
It's terrible,
You look,
right?
look at your
It's
look.
terrible.
Listen to the kind of guy who loves Elvis the King. Looks like he's been wearing, like he wears usually a
I
black
like the
leather
King.
jacket on.
I'm
usually
fine with the King.
when it says the King on the back.
I don't. I don't.
Come on, Frank. Be honest.
I would.
That would
But
get
I
you the
don't.
Are you an
checks.
artist?
Maybe it might.
Are you an
It
artist
might.
of some sort?
Could be.
What kind of artist
Some.
are you?
I'd make different things. I mean,
What?
mostly metal. Mostly out of metal.
This is kind of ambiguous.
It
Hold on a
is.
second. I'm
Yeah.
getting a message from
Yeah.
from the studio from my engineer. He uses metal to make objects. That's what kind of art he does.
That's it.
You have some examples of that with you.
That's
The
it.
metal
I didn't
art?
bring anything.
What the fuck? What kind of guest?
I
does
didn't
not
know-
bring
I-
stuff.
I
You're the
didn't
guest,
know.
man. You bring Richard. Back me up.
I
on
thought
this.
you were gonna have all the reference.
The guest brings something. If he's an artist,
didn't
he
know.
brings-
You didn't
remember
tell me
we-
to bring
Remember we
anything.
had that John guy on. He had all his paintings. Remember that? Richard, back me up on this.
I didn't know.
Remember
But
that?
he's got a valid argument. He says he has to be told you should bring it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Frank, you let me down so much.
You'll have to come
waited
back.
I really had
20,
no idea what I was getting myself
20
into.
You bet. Oh, that's
And-
right. You never watched my
and
fucking
not
show.
only did I not-
I've known
almost
you
not
28 years. You almost didn't come tonight? Why?
I'm kidding. Of course I'm
28,
gonna come.
28 years
No,
I've known you.
I'm pleased.
28 years
here.
I've known you.
But I did
Well, I was
not-
22 when I met you. Now I'm 50. Think about that.
And that
I've lived longer since I met you than I was when I met you. I mean, I was 22.
Yeah.
And I asked
Yeah.
this guy to come here to your house, Richard,
Yeah.
since 1994. I asked him to come
Yeah.
to the show since 1992. And what happened? What's the holdup? And you saw it, what? You said you saw 2 snippets of it when you were flipping to the dial?
I've seen a bit. I've seen a little bit.
No, because you obviously did it because you came here and you said, do I have to put these headphones on? Do I have to put
I knew that I had to put them on.
Headphones on?
I just didn't know when.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I didn't know if the show started as soon as I walked in.
What do you
Honestly.
mean, it's magic? You think
It's-
it's-
it
you
is
think
magic.
if you went to Jimmy Fallon and you just walked in and you saw Fallon talking on stage, well, the show's starting already. I mean, no, there's no microphones or cameras set up yet for the show. Because Jimmy Fallon's on the stage signing autographs. It's a show. You're not media savvy, Frank. I thought you were media
I
fucking
am. I'm a
goddamn
bit.
savy.
I'm a bit.
You're a party animal.
I'm a bit.
You're a
No.
party animal.
No,
Is that true?
Not anymore.
No, but you used to be. Tell us about those days.
I have spent time
in a clinic.
Overnights. Yeah, I have some clinics as well.
God. Don't talk about this in the air.
Yeah.
Don't talk about personal problems like this in the air. Talk about nice, fun, happy things. 23 years I've been waiting for you to come here. 23
Yes.
years.
You lived with
You're
Abby and Beth Lewitsky.
Abby
I'm
and
Bird.
Beth Lewitsky. And I still,
I'm Bird.
kind of in my,
And I lived on
I
Elmwood.
kind of in my mind still live with Beth Lewitsky.
Yes.
She's
How
still,
is Beth?
I still
where's-
spend a lot.
where's Beth?
Ken knows Beth.
How is Beth?
How is Beth? She's
She
doing
never
wonderful.
asks about
She
you.
never asks about you, Ken, but she asks about Frank Coppola. She says,
She does
How
not.
is Frank doing? How
She
I
does
love that
not.
guy. He's
I
just
like
a sex
No, when I
symbol.
saw her at your wedding, I think she barely remembered who I was.
Oh, no, she
Really?
remembered. She said it's the hunk.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The hunk.
She did not say
The hunk of burning love.
She looks hot.
Yeah.
She's-
Wait,
She
hey,
is
hey,
hot.
hey, hold on. Don't be talking about my friend like that.
She's hot.
Way down.
She's hot.
Woman.
She's seductive.
You need. I'm not talking about Beth here, though. Love. So that's not about Beth, though.
She's hot.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's get the reactions from the crowd here. Okay. Michael, have you ever seen Beth?
Yes.
Is she hot?
Hot.
Okay. Ken.
Sizzling.
Ken, is she hot?
Man, she's hot.
Frank, is she hot?
I already said she was hot.
All right,
Yeah,
you
she's
said it
hot.
already. You started it.
Fucking
Richard,
hot.
is Beth hot? Don't say you have no opinion on it.
She's hot.
Don't say you have no opinion on it. I'll kill
She's
you.
fucking hot.
Is she hot?
For you. She's fucking hot.
That's your lawyer. They got whispered in his ear. And then Richard says, my lawyer said, yes, she's hot. Yes. Wait, hold on. Yes, she's hot. Yeah. Richard, is she hot?
Is a woman's attractiveness based on her physical appeararance?
Of course, they're not talking about her personality. Like Gene McMahon said, I don't fuck personality. Oh my God. Paula, Beth hot.
She's fucking hot.
Yes, she's hot.
She's fucking hot.
I don't want her, but
Mystery guest, you've never seen her, have you?
No, I'd like to now.
She's fucking hot.
Wait a minute, I just realized my relationship, the 33 years of friendship with Beth is now over. If she finds out about this video. Well, then again, on the other hand, she
knows
likes
you.
being referred to as hot.
She knows
She's
you well
fucking
enough.
hot. She loves being hot. She loves being attractive. She actually said to me one time, I said, oh, yeah. She said, what was that guy thinking of me? I said, well, she probably thought you were a nice person. He didn't think I was
hot,
sexy. I'm like, oh, that's what I meant to say, Beth.
You're fucking hot.
I think our relationship is over now. She finds. Luckily, she never watches my program. She watches my program less than Frank Coppola does. He's only watched it twice in 23 years, and Beth has watched
Never
it 0
watched it.
times, except the 3 times
Not
she was
once.
on. She watched it only those times.
Too bad.
Only those times.
You're fucking hot, Beth.
Oh my! I can't believe this. My relationship with her is over now. When you said
It'll
she
be
was
all
hot,
right.
everyone,
I wasn't trying to stir anything up.
I believe.
I think that
does anyone want to know?
she's going to keep this in her
Does
archives.
anyone want to know what my opinion is? I'm going to say she's lukewarm.
Fuck that shit.
Hey!
You're fucking hot, Beth.
Oh my God!
I want you, Beth.
Oh my God! This turned into a tempest in a teapot.
It really has
Right,
degraded.
thanks for
I
saying
didn't mean
saying
to,
that.
man. I'm sorry.
You said I used to live with Abby and Beth Lewinsky. I said, oh, she's still in my
I thought we were just
heart and mind,
talking about the past.
But yeah, you
I
said
had no
hot.
idea.
You jumped in with the hot thing.
I had
you
no
saw her at my
idea.
wedding. She's hot.
I did.
She's
I
hot.
You said
did.
it's all
I
your
did.
fucking
It's my
fault.
fault.
It's not Frank's fault. She's
my
fucking
fault. It's
hot.
okay.
In all those years you knew
It's not
me,
my fault. She's hot.
She's sizzling like bacon.
What do you? Oh my God! That's not a good reference for a woman. Oh, you're sizzling like bacon. You know what bacon's made of? I mean, what kind of comment is that? Oh, baby, you're really hot. Like you sizzle like bacon.
Well,
Oink, oink.
you know what,
You think
Greg?
that's the kind of thing women want to hear?
They do make a cologne that smells like bacon.
Hey, see,
I heard that.
Not only that, but when I was working at Super Duper, they used to have this wonderful packaging when I was working in the meat department. This wonderful packaging. It was a pork product. on the packaging was a cartoon drawing of a pig making love to a pig, and it said "making bacon." I used to fantasize about that all the time. I go home and think, "Wait a minute, making bacon? Yeah,
brilliant.
She's sizzling like a pig. I mean, like
lipstick
bacon.
on 'em.
It's like having bacon, and now I'm like, what was that, Michael?
You can put lipstick on a pig.
How dare you say that? Don't be saying put lipstick. Women don't want to hear they're a pig that you put lipstick on.
You were talking
There's
about pigs making love to each other and a package of pork product that
Well,
you
I
had at Super
worked at the
Duper.
Super Duper meat department. That's when I met Frank Coppola, and my whole life changed. I said, one day, 23 years from now, I will have him on my show. If I just wait 23 years, I went through 9 years of the 20th century waiting for. No, he couldn't do it.
Hey,
he was in one of my movies.
Hey.
Can I do a shout out? Can I do a shout out?
Can you do
to
a
somebody?
fucking shout out? Whose show is this?
It's your show.
It's a
but I'm
real
asking
Let him
Story.
do a
Yes,
shout
I want
out.
to do
You don't have any friends.
I do. Well, I don't have any friends, but this
He
is this,
doesn't.
No,
He's
this
trying
is
to
for
get
somebody.
one. That's
This
let him
was-
do a shout out.
There's.
Oh, Frank wants it.
Yeah.
Well, Frank, hold on. Let's go to Frank here. Frank, you
Do a
believe
shout out.
that we should let Michael do a shout out?
Absolutely.
So you're trying to help mystery
Absolutely.
guests. Mystery guests in his sex life, right?
David
Yeah, that's
Kobayashi.
right.
Are you still interested in having you help David
Kobayashi.
Still have
Kobayashi.
What? David Kobayashi. You
Yes.
still want him to help you?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Is that you said nope or yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And you want to help
Just a
Michael too
picture.
because he's friendless.
Well, that's what you
Mystery
say,
guest
but
wants a nice relationship. You're going to help him out with that with your sexy.
We'll see.
No, I just want to get
I'll
laid.
do what I can.
No, he wants to get laid and you want to help him. And Michael wants to finally have a friend. He's 64 years old. He wants to finally have one friend.
63.
When I get older,
Oh,
losing
now-
my
oh,
head,
you freaking
many
blew it.
years from now. That's what you're going to sing that?
Get rid of Japan.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, I have a
This shout out
friend.
going
I
to take
have a
long,
friend
Michael. We don't have a lot of time in this
from
program
Chow.
for Frank Coppola.
We only
you
get
know.
28 seconds.
No, we got 10 minutes left.
Oh, okay, great.
But I got to get all Frank in.
No,
though.
I got a friend
What's-
who I used.
Whole lot of Frank.
No, I had a friend way back when we used to go to church together.
What's the fucking shout out? Get to it.
All right. I got a friend that used to be a friend from childhood, and it's his birthday today.
But we're not
And he's been
live.
waiting for this for
Michael,
ages.
we're not live.
No, I know we're not.
Does he know? Is he going to watch this on YouTube?
No, I'm just saying.
Frank, that was useless. The guy's not going to watch it.
It's going to be on YouTube?
On YouTube tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, Beth Witzke's going to defriend me.
I didn't agree to that.
You're listening, Michael.
Why?
Did I?
Yeah. Well, you're
YouTube?
on television. You're okay with television, just not YouTube. Oh my God.
Anyway, so it's
Everyone
his
here-
birthday. It's his birthday
But he's not
today.
gonna know
and he's
about that.
been
Who gives a
waiting.
flying
He's
fuck?
been waiting
What's his
64
name?
years for the Robert
wow.
Ellenfield. Robert Ellenfield is his name. So
This is the most
happy
worthless
birthday to you.
shutout.
And
that's a
I want
shutout.
to say this.
Shutout.
Will she still need you? Will she still feed
I
you
blew
when
it
you're
then.
64?
'Cause you're
and that's
64.
today.
That was
So,
pathetic.
Happy
Let's-
birthday.
Can you tell us some fact about Robert?
Richard,
Allen?
don't
Robert
encourage him.
Ellenfield.
This is going nowhere.
No, I can't.
Maybe he's a really
Wait a minute.
interesting guy. You don't know.
Come on. Now, is that
not
interesting
slow
as
it
you?
was.
I don't think so.
Oh,
now listen.
really?
Monday. Was it Monday? No, Thursday this week. 2 days ago, a very sad thing happened. Frank died. Now Frank's death is.
Who's Frank?
Frank. He died, and I'm very upset about it. And I think you're
Gifford.
probably very upset about it, Frank. That Frank died. Are you upset
Gifford.
about it?
Yes.
Because it wasn't like your idol and the same name. You were named after him. So you were named after this seminal
Sinatra.
figure. No, you were named after this seminal figure in American culture. And you always used, just like I was named after Gregory Peck, you were named after Frank Gifford. And now he's
Oh,
dead.
that Frank.
He died 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You've been crying for 2 days. What do you mean, who's that Frank?
That was a shocker.
Frank?
That was
No,
a
he's
shocker.
85. You didn't expect that to
No,
happen,
I didn't
did
see
you?
it coming.
And Kathy Lee Gifford can do whatever she wants now.
Oh,
she can drink.
I heard about
She can
that.
date mystery guests. Would you like to date Kathy Lee? Would you have sex with Kathy Lee?
Via Frank's picture.
Would you like to screw Kathy Lee?
No.
Nah,
But
probably
you would
not.
like to screw all of Frank's mistresses, correct? All the young hotties,
Yes.
their cheerleaders in all the different towns.
Yes.
He had a cheerleader in every NFL city, including Buffalo and Orchard Park. He had some Jills he was messing around with.
How about that?
Of course. Why wouldn't he?
Every city. Well, yeah, because he's rich, he's famous, he's handsome, he's on a giant TV show that has 40 million viewers.
Big deal.
Women love jocks, they love famous guys, those guys with money.
Yeah.
And he was an athlete. So, well, of course. So he had a different cheerleader in every city. A Buffalo Jill, a Cincinnati
Beth?
Bungle, all the bunghole, all this.
Bungle.
And Frank,
Would you behave that way if you got rich and famous?
No, of course not. I would be the one man. You'd
You'd be the only one.
Back there with his
You'd be the only one.
Rich and
You'd be like, I'm
famous
too
and
tired for
handsome
this.
and athletic and successful. I would just
Yeah.
be true to
Frank,
you.
Yeah.
Frank,
24/7.
I made him answer
I'm
that
the only one who's
question
like that.
on the
Not
show
like
when
you,
I
Kat.
interviewed him about the book. I made him answer that question, so
I
I
am the
got it
only
on
one-
tape.
Okay.
She's got it on,
In
it's not on
case
tape, it's on a
there's-
recording.
I need it for anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
need
And he said the
Court.
same thing as he said just now.
Frank, how could I ever this wonderful doll that I'm married to? How could I ever cheat on her?
Oh,
Have you
please.
ever? You've never cheated on a woman, right? Wait a minute. It's on YouTube. Don't say anything. You might incriminate yourself. Don't speak. Don't say yes. Don't say no. But you're upset about Frank, though, aren't you? Frank died.
It was
I
upsetting.
thought Frank dying, and the same week I got Frank on a show. What a Frank week. I mean, this is something,
Whatever.
man.
And one of my claims to fame with you is I
And you
introduced
introduced me to Frank
Sterlace.
I did not know Frank Sterlace until Frank Coppola introduced me to Frank Sterlace.
Inconceivable.
You think I would know the guy? He's my cousin.
Inconceivable.
My father used to go to Sterlace family reunions with Frank's father, yet I never even heard of the guy. My father never even said, well,
You played in bands that played at the
he
same...
played in the same band, the same
at
venues.
the same
I had
venues.
the same band members. I had three guys. he had three guys in his band, and plus a Sterlace, and I didn't meet him. I didn't. He was in the Splat Cats. I mean,
Unbelievable.
no, I never.
You don't have any happy stories, do you?
Fuck you, Andrew fan. What's not happy about that? What's not happy about
I
that?
don't know. It's
How can it be a sad
That was
story?
neutral.
That's
Ken
not a
was
sad
like-
story.
yeah, that was like
Some guy that-
emotional-
no, that's not-
emotionally
He said
neutral.
that was a sad story.
Let Ken
Yeah.
talk.
Maybe he's got a happy story.
Get rid of Geppetto.
Get rid of Geppetto. I'm going to try to... Was that Tom Windsor you're talking about? Who's Geppetto?
You
I have
know.
to look at my phone for a few
You know
minutes.
who it is.
This is a Tim Skracki Memorial part of the show. Dave Staub is calling me.
He frequents your
I
show.
talked to Dave. Frequency. He used to be called Skracki Sterlace. He
Yeah.
was singing his fucking... You only watched it twice, so you
I
don't
saw
know.
Renee last week.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Renee.
I saw, and I hadn't seen her in a million years.
Tim's sister.
Michael May was in town.
Yeah. Now, is it true that Michael May is a
really?
homosexual, Frank?
It is.
What? But he used to date Nicole Cruz with a blonde bombshell. How can that be possible?
Yeah, Nikki.
He couldn't be dating a blonde bombshell if he's gay. A blonde female bombshell? It's impossible.
He came out.
Oh, he came out.
He came out. He's gay.
That's different. Then I want to do a shout out because I personally have three important shout outs this week. Richard, you'll get on board with this.
Okay.
Frank, you'll get on board with this. First one is Renee Sracki's birthday this week. Renee Sracki, we were just talking about.
I haven't seen her.
Birthday. Happy birthday to Renee Sracki this week. That's right, Wednesday.
Excellent.
We're having a big party for her at the Larkin Square. They're having music, and it's a big party for Renee. I mean, it's a normal Wednesday there. You've been to Larkin Square, right? More than you see my show, obviously.
Wait,
right?
first you said Thursday, now you said Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I meant to say Wednesday. If I said Thursday, forget that. It's Wednesday, August 26th. It's Renee's birthday, and it's Larkin Square Wednesday. The usual party there. Plus, we're gonna have a birthday party for Renee.
What's the cover charge?
There's no cover charge. It's free, Michael. Get involved in the pop culture scene, man.
Oh,
Jesus, you're living out there in your mansion in Orchard Park on your money. You don't know anything about free. What's the price of it? You never checked the price of anything, have you, Michael?
I pay for prostitutes.
What? Wow. This is better than the shout out. Go ahead. What's some interesting comments here? Follow that one up. This is better than telling your fucking friend whose birthday it was.
I didn't know anything
Now,
you told
what
me
are the
about.
sluts like? What kind of sluts?
Why are you doing a British accent when I'm doing a British accent?
What do you know the sluts like? You're fucking prostitutes, yes, for money. You pay
Wait a
them money.
minute.
Like
You don't call my prostitutes sluts.
No. Wow.
Michael does that.
Are these female prostitutes, Michael?
They're
hermaphrodites. Don't say they're hermaphrodites.
Come on, spell it out. Are they?
No. What?
What?
Tell me what it's like.
What?
I've never been with a prostitute. I've always been with my baby doll wife, Paula. What's the prostitute? Frank, you've never been with a prostitute, right? Don't say yes or no.
No, I have never been with
Oh, you obviously never have because you jumped right in and no there. When I said you cheated, you didn't say.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Wait a minute. Is this we a fight in the car later, Frank?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
A fight in the car? What do you mean? You're a wholesome gentleman. Women don't throw themselves at you.
No.
But you've never been to a prostitute. So what we got on record here from you tonight, Frank, is you've never been to a prostitute.
Frank, we have videos of you with prostitutes.
You've never been to a prostitute, despite the fact that women don't throw themselves at you and you have a problem with women. You've never been. That's amazing. That's like hardly any guy who's had no problems who's had lots of problems with women has not been to a prostitute. You're the only one. I've had problems with women my whole life. They don't throw themselves at me, but I've never been to a prostitute. That's amazing. You're the only fucking one. Michael's had lots of problems with prostitutes. They're all dead to him. That's why he doesn't. They're all dead to him.
They're all dead.
Every woman he's ever been with. I said to him one time, I said, how's your family doing? They're all dead. I said, what about the live ones? Only the live ones are alive. He's like, they're all dead to me. Oh, that's to me. They're not really dead. They're just to me. But Frank, that's amazing track record.
Yeah,
wow.
thank you.
You're not like Frank Gifford. No,
not at
the one
all.
you were named after.
Not at all.
The one you've emulated your whole life. When you played for the Bills, when you played for the Packers, what were you, a quarterback? You were a fullback. You were a running back.
Yeah,
Don't tell me you were a split end.
Tight end.
Don't say you were a split end.
Tight end.
Don't say you were a wide receiver. Please. No. You were a
I
quarterback.
wouldn't make that mistake.
You seem like a quarterback type.
Sure.
Like J.P. Lossman.
Sure.
Yeah. J.P. Lossman.
You seem like if you
That
went on
poor guy.
If you went on poor
They
guy,
ruined that kid.
He's a fucking
ruined it. They
multi-millionaire.
ruined him.
You say poor guy?
They ruined that kid.
He's a multi-millionaire. Did that equate to poor guy in your
They
world,
ruined
Frank? Oh, I'm sorry. They ruined the multi-millionaire. They didn't coddle him enough. If they had Marv Levy, he would have said, JP, you're doing a good job. You're as good as Jim. You're doing a good job. I know you're not as good as Jim, but if you just work at it, little JP, you'll be... We could have had Ben Roethlisberger. I said to management, get me fucking Ben Roethlisberger. And they fucking got... Oh, that was a different coach. But the coach... I mean, 2004, we had a chance to get Ben Roethlisberger, the rapist. What do you think about his raping ability? What's his quarterback? What is his rapist record? Rating?
Prime rib, the
Don't have a conversation
It
when
will
we're
be
doing
a
a show.
stat.
If I do one more show where Ken is talking about the prime rib somewhere,
Prime rib down where?
Frank, this guy,
Michael's
this
likes
this
his prime rib.
motherfucker, Ken, put him on camera, Tom.
What?
This motherfucker motherfucker here. Every week he complains that things aren't going the right way. Why is Richard still and Tom doing some work? I can't believe it's got to do fucking work. What's wrong with... Last week, Richard does all this beautiful work for the studio. His friends, Paul and Tom, say, you fucking suck, Richard. What did you And Michael says, the lighting sucks. You want to spend all day on it. You spent all weekend and it blows, right? Michael, you said that. After Richard...
It sucked.
The lighting
Richard
sucked.
pours his guts out. And then this week, it's the same fucking thing. He's being criticized. I gave him a barbecue with my friends. The show's starting 32 minutes late. And this guy complains. Put Ken on screen. This fucking guy complains all the time. And then you know what he does? He complains about Tim looking at his fucking phone like this. You know what he does? He spends half the show talking about Then they go down for 97. Frank, you want to go with me and Ken?
Steak buffet.
It's the meat buffet. It's $1.99. You want to go to that with me? The show? Have a good fucking time. We're bringing mystery guests. Mystery guest is going with it. You're gonna pick chicks up for him, right? Meet my friend, mystery.